Let's have a look at bringing custom data back from QuickBooks. QuickBooks does actually have a very extensive API. Now, instead of clicking on one of the pre-built instant metrics, we're going to click on Create a Custom Metric. I've already authenticated, so that's something that you may need to do as well. But as you can see from this drop-down, there are tons of different APIs. Now, some of these views we've actually created. If you type in month or monthly, there's a couple of these sort of shortcut APIs or views that you can work with. Now, these are really nice to get started, and actually a lot of the instant metrics are built from these. So if I just choose all of the fields, available fields, and hit preview, you'll see what kind of data we get back. And it's actually beautiful data to work with because it's already sort of pre-formatted. So we have our account ID, the class, the end date. So there's a lot of segmentation in this data that you can work with. The other thing to note about these data sources or these views are bringing back 13 months worth of data. Now, you can see that in the type column, we've got a bunch of things. There's other expenses, there's other sort of categories. If we just wanted to see expenses, and you can do this with any of the columns, we can again very easily in Query Builder add a filter, and it will requery the file and only bring back the data that corresponds with expenses. Okay, so let's go and have a look at some of the other tables that are available to bring back custom data with. Let's start with bank account summary report. And you can see as soon as this loads, let's pick some of the more common fields that we have. We'll click preview data, and it brings back a very nice little segmentable table. Now, there's no historical data here, but it's definitely something that you can easily work with. Let's have a look at the customers table. And again, I'm going to choose some of the more useful fields. So we'll start with create time. That's a common field throughout all of QuickBooks' APIs. We'll take the fully qualified name, which typically has quite a bit of interesting data in it. And then maybe we'll also bring them back the city. Again, these are all segmentable data types. And of course, our numeric value, the balance. So here you can see we've got actually quite a bit of nice data to work with, lots of segmentation available, and of course the balance as well. So as you can see, this would create a beautiful metric where there's a lot of slicing and dicing possibilities. So next, let's have a look at sales receipts. Again, let's start with the create time. We'll have a look at some of the named columns. So customer name, and then also the total amount, which is our currency value. Let's see what that gives us. Again, you have actually a bit of historical data here, so you can look at what the current sales receipts are from various customers. Let's take a look at the purchases table. Let's again start with create time. And by the way, anytime you see create time, that's an indication that you should be able to target some historical information out of the table. And let's also bring back account name and again, sort of the total amount and see what we get. So you can see, again, this is great data. There's historical purchases, if you use checking or MasterCard. So again, you can segment and filter on all of this information. So these are ideal for making custom metrics. Let's have a look at the purchases order table. And again, we're going to have create time to our advantage. Let's bring back the names, if I can spell it correctly. So account name or AP account name. We'll go with the vendor name as well. Maybe the POS status. And again, some of these fields might not bring data back for you, but it's worthwhile exploring to see what's available. So again, with this sample data, we've got good coverage in all of the fields. So again, this is great for creating a custom metric that will display this information over time. One last table to look at, which is the accounts table. This is the big table that will include all of your accounts. And I'm starting with the ID because as you find you want to get more information out of your metrics and you want to segment by different areas, you may need to reference data that is coming from the accounts table. So when you do that, you're going to create a join and you want to use the modeler to then join the ID to create a richer data source with which to look at your data. Now, modeling and joining is part of a different video, but at least here you can see the richness of the data that is available through the accounts table. So there you have it. We've covered some of the more common custom views and tables that are available within QuickBooks. So thanks for watching, and as always, let us know if you've got any questions.